This Fleet Equipment Unscripted interview is presented by Hendrickson, a leading manufacturer of heavy-duty suspension systems and components to the global commercial transportation industry. Visit hendrickson-intl.com to learn more.
Hey everyone, Jason Morgan, editor of Fleet Equipment here. Definitely, again, we're off script. We're out at the PACCAR Technical Center here in Washington. We have the new T680 Kenworth next generation behind us. We are going to take a sneak peek at this. We're going to do a walk around, then hop in the cab and drive around. So come along and let's take a look at the new truck.
The story of the Kenworth T680 Next Gen is a tale of two redesigns. One inside with a new 15-inch digital display screen paired with Kenworth's Next Gen Smart Wheel, and one outside with an improved aerodynamic design. Let's start with the outside. The improved aerodynamic design touts a 6% fuel efficiency increase over the previous T680 iteration when spec'd with the PACCAR powertrain. Listen in as Kenworth's Jamin Suazo and Ryan Reed walk us through a few of the standout design features.
8-inch narrower hood here. As you can see in person, you can really get a feel for how much narrower we brought that front profile back down from the T680 kind of legacy product that's out there in the market today. The aero features we talked about, the air dams on the side, so you've got great ground clearance still, center of the truck. We're managing airflow underneath. Some of these components actually roll underneath the truck for about, I don't know, almost a couple feet under there to really control that airflow as it goes under the truck and then give you good ground clearance to the tire strike area there, so you've got that entry plane that's still very good from ground clearance perspective. Wheel closeouts redesigned for this hood, and then down the truck, obviously the fenders and chassis fairings completely redesigned for aerodynamics, as well as ingress, egress in the cab. The LED side turn indicators here are in your face. They're supposed to be, so when you're driving up next to somebody here, they're going to be able to see that you're wanting to make a lane change very clearly. Great step forward there for safety, both for the driver and other vehicles. The flip down here for the battery access panel, really easy, just grab handle there that you pull forward so you can inspect your battery, your cables, your batteries themselves, and then without having to unbolt anything or anything like that. So, fuel and def in one place. So this was a conscious decision made to put the fuel tank, the fuel fill and the def fill in the same location rather than two separate locations. The idea there was to make the driver make a conscious decision of which one to put it in instead of making a mistake going from one to the other. So you're looking at it clearly labeled with the blue def here, fuel fill there, and then they're next to each other there. Lower fairing extensions, we had talked about that in length, about how durable those are. We've done curb strike testing and all that, so they'll fold up out of the way. And I think one of you asked the question, are they replaceable? So you can see they're split at the fairing line, and then they're just bolted to that, so you can replace those pretty easily there. And the point is, we want to keep these parts on the truck because they're not doing their job if they are being torn off. So they're very durable design, but replaceable if necessary. Joe was going through aerodynamics and controlling the airflow, so it's coming through the hood of the truck, but also allowed to leave through a vent here. So it's kind of populating this space with positive airflow too, helping the laminar flow down the side of the truck and controlling the airflow through the hood past the engine compartment and out the back there. So our new best in class, as bright as you can make an LED light in the market, with a signature DRL daytime running light that kind of swoops down all the way through the LED. You can kind of follow that on the chrome design on the bumper there, back up the other side. So those are our daytime running light and LED, and then the LED headlights. These are optional. The standard is a best-in-class halogen light.
We have these longer 28-inch side extenders, gives you easy access to frame access. You really want to close out this gap between the tractor and the trailer, so these are a great option.
Inside the cab, it's the 15-inch digital display that grabs your attention. It's a high-resolution display that allows the truck driver to cycle through several gauge options. At its most minimal, it offers the speedometer and will pop up alerts if there's an equipment issue. At its most informative, 4 panels spread out from the center speedometer display that tells you everything you need to know. The steering wheel has also been updated with smart features and controls that integrate into the functionality of the new display. Another new offering with the T680 Next Gen is Kenworth ADAS. It offers an optional lane keeping assist system on top of the standard Bendix Wingman Fusion spec. One of the cool features of the lane keep assist system that was developed and integrated in-house by PACCAR is the switch that lets the driver set how much he feels the lane keeping assistance. All the way on, and you can definitely feel some float in the wheel as you take a curve, for example. Turn the switch all the way to its lowest setting, and the assistance feels like a lighter touch on the wheel. That said, this is still a lane keeping system and not a lane centering system. So the system only really presents itself if you start going outside of the lane. That's it for this episode of FE Unscripted. Be sure to visit fleetequipmentmag.com for the latest truck equipment news. Thanks for watching.